What's going on, fam? I know y'all like, what happened to you, man? You disappeared like after that video. Listen, I knew when I said what I said, I knew that I was gonna be on the hot seat because a lot of people don't like me talking about their favorite wrestling promoter. They don't. Some of y'all love Vince McMahon. Y'all worship the ground he walks on. That ain't me. I don't rule like that. And now, due to Slim Jim basically saying we walking it as long as that food is still on board. Now I just find it very funny because they didn't do this at first. They didn't do this at first, but now with all this extra stuff coming out, Slim Jim said we was ready to pull the money. And WWE said, no, we can't do that. And next thing you know, Vince got released. So we all know Slim Jim been with WWE since almost dang near 40 years. I remember the Macho Man commercials from back in the day. Trust me. Now, I might have not been watching wrestling, but I do remember seeing some crazy looking dude with a cowboy hat with sunglasses talking about Slim Jim. I remember the commercials like they were yesterday. So, more allegations and certain clowns' necks will roll. Bruce Britcher just got put on the signpost by you know who, Ronda Rousey. She put his behind on the signpost. If you don't know what I'm doing, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go look up Ronda Rousey's tweet. She put Bruce Britcher on the signpost like a mug. But he ain't the only one that's next gonna roll. I told y'all, H is not, he ain't looking safe right now. He ain't. He is not looking safe right now. And the pathetic excuse of a pay-per-view that we got last night, I'm sorry to the WWE hardcore heads. They're probably gonna call me biased and gonna tell me I'm hating. Nope. This show dang near put me to sleep twice. I literally had to wake back up, rewatch the whole show. And I was like, man, I'm like, this. Can I be fair? I pretty much knew who was gonna win the Royal Rumbles. I like the women's ending. The women's Royal Rumble itself was trash. I'm sorry. Even with Jay pulling up, Bianca doing what she had to do, Liv coming through, Becky pulling up, Bayley doing what she had to do. The ending, I like the ending. I didn't have a problem with the ending because I had Bayley willing. So the Royal Rumble match itself for the women was garbage. The ending, I didn't have a problem with. I did not have a problem with it. The men's, I like the beginning because the one thing I can tell, I can walk away from matches that are going into WrestleMania pretty much got set up from the most part. The main matches that we know about to pop off, you know it's going down. It's not without a shadow of a doubt. They are going down. If you watch the Royal Rumble, you pretty much know exactly where things are going. You know it. The handwriting is sitting on the wall. It's right there. Everything is right there. The Usos kicking the thing off. I love the stare down. Triple H basically gave us a little preview of what we're going to get when those two lock up. Now, how do we get to WrestleMania? I personally would have loved that Jay never showed up. If Jay was nowhere in sight until him coming back, debuting as number one, that crowd would have went berserk. And then right away, Jimmy out of nowhere with all this no yeet foolishness. And then the two of them finally locking eyes and staring down, knowing that the legacy that these two have left is one of WWE's greatest tag teams, now on different terms, beefing with one another, getting you ready for what's about to pop off for WrestleMania 40. That matchup, I'm still looking forward to it. The deal is, I just want to know how the heck Triple H is going to get us there. Bayley and Io, you know it's going down. It's going down. I can't wait to see that. There are the only two matches I'm looking forward to going to WrestleMania. Everything else, man, this pay-per-view produced filth. I watched this show, man. I was like, what the clown am I watching? This is a Snoozefest through and through. And you know Triple H couldn't help but have R-Truth buck dancing harder than that thought. And fools refuse to see it. They refuse. They come at me all up in my comment section, calling me out of my name, hating on me and saying all kind of ill will. People who I know that's real tight with me want to have praying for my downfall. I'm like, man, look, I had to expose the truth. That's what this channel was about. doing the exact opposite of what everybody else is doing. Everybody else is deriding this man. I can't deride Triple H. I can't deride Tony Khan. I can't deride none of these clowns. You have to call a spade a spade. You have to be as honest and upfront and tell the bold-faced truth. This is not about no freaking opinions. This is about telling the truth about what the heck is being presented in front of us. We call ourselves pro wrestling critics. That's what we come to do. And like I say, watching this show back, I was like, man, what the clown am I watching? What in the world am I watching? And I feel so bad for the whole lot of the women, man, because they came out to crickets. I said, guess whose fault that is? That's Triple H's fault, ladies and gentlemen. These women should be so further along, but every time they come on the show, they jobbing out to everybody. They're not finding ways to get over. See, let me tell you something. The promoter's job is to help said wrestler get over. You had nothing but crickets. Yes, Naomi came. Great. AKA Trinity. Fantastic. And Jordan Grace. When I seen the partnership that is taking place between TNA and WWE, Jordan Grace pulling up, great. Fantastic. It's almost like the TNA part was pretty much the best part. And then Miss J coming. I heard a lot of people talking about J be forgetting moves and all. Look, it's just the disrespect. I tell y'all all the time, man, when you see somebody like Jay that's got the potential of being a mega star in pro wrestling, it's always about the booker getting behind somebody like that. Now, they did have a stare down between Bianca and Jade. More than likely, if they're not doing Jade and not Naomi, Nia Jax, because she was the one that got eliminated her. The stare down between Jade and Bianca could be something that could be a potential matchup that could happen at WrestleMania. Will I be on board? It's about the booking. It always comes back to the freaking booking. And I am one of the main casts. You're not going to hear this on nobody else's programming or nobody else's channel. I'm one of the main casts that tell you day in and day out. Triple H has absolutely no idea how to book us at all. We either cooning or doing some stupid stuff that don't make no type of sense. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get on board with, if he can tell the story between Bianca and Jay. I don't know. I generally don't know. I don't know. I know fools want it. Fools is clamoring. Fools is getting crazy. They getting all hot and bothered or whatever you want to call it. But I'm sitting up here like. And then, like I say, when it's concerning the men's, man, let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I'm a huge CM Punk head. I love CM Punk. But my goodness, man. My man a little old as heck. And unfortunately, man, CM Punk and Seth Rollins. If Seth Rollins ain't even 100% got to carry CM Punk, I don't know what type of matchup we gonna get. I was actually looking forward to the matchup. More than likely now, since Cody won the Royal Rumble, that means CM Punk is going to win the Elimination Chamber. I don't know. I genuinely don't know now. I don't know. I was looking forward to it. Now I done backed off. I backed off. And I see there's a lot of people online. I was like, man, I was like, dang, I said, I know he got something in him, because when he was in AEW, he had a little something. Yes, all his matches in AEW wasn't great, but for the most part, he was there. Now he comes over here and he gets entwined with the WWE clowns. It's like, man, I pray to God him and Seth Rollins can give us a classic. I genuinely pray. I want them to do well. But with Seth being hobbled, CM Punk being old, man, H got a lot of work to do. A lot. I'm serious. I'm very serious right now. This ain't me hating. This ain't me being biased like I know some of y'all be doing. I know certain cats be on here talking about cats need to be humbled and all this stuff. Man, look here, man. I do what I do because this is the lane that I'm in. I don't have this channel without me putting in the work, telling you and coming to you as authentic as I possibly can. It's unfortunate that you really don't understand how I do things around here. It's unfortunate. like I said, I come on here, I try to be as honest and open. I don't sit up here trying to sugarcoat as what some of y'all think. Now, for the cats who've been rolling with me and the cats who know how I move and they down with me and everything, I support 100% everything that y'all. I thank y'all for y'all support. But to the cats that just want to hate behind closed doors, hey, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. You want to hate and talk foolishness, but do what you got to do, man. I told you over here at KCFL Wrestling the Takes, we keep it 100%. And I thought the Royal Rumble was hot garbage. And they didn't help with the trash drama that was taking place outside of the ring. Gave it a bad stigmatism. Very bad. And then these fools came out here, did what they did. I was like, man, I'm like, what decline am I watching? Then I watched Collision, and I'm gonna be 100%. Collision was just a tad bit better, just a tad. It still was some things on Collision I wasn't really feeling. I get TK trying to do some things over there, but still, I was like, man, Saturday night ain't all right to fight. That's all I gotta say. Saturday night ain't all right. Let's break down this doggone show. Got the women. Natalya came out first, and then the second one, Miss Glow makes her WWE return. Great, she's back. And so they got it on. Then Candice LeRae, she came out the crickets. I was like, man. I said Candice LeRae was a staple in NXT. I'm like, how the heck did she come to the main roster and she is nothing? Her and Indy Hartwell, they were better off just staying at NXT if this is how badly booked they was gonna be. And then like I said, it don't help with the crowd. I'm like, Tampa, like y'all know who Candice LeRae is. She came out to crickets. She wasn't the only one that came out to crickets. I was like, man, I felt bad for her. I felt bad for a whole bunch of them. I felt bad for a whole bunch. Then when Jordan Grace came, now I understand a lot of people don't really watch TNA, but the fact that you had the TNA Knockouts champion Jordan Grace, that should tell you what I've been trying to tell you. TNA is pretty much under the WWE umbrella. Whether fools want to understand that or not, TNA is under the WWE umbrella. So now you might as well say they joined forces because they got to take out the big bad wolf known as AEW. Just call it for what it is. It was like I said, it was cool seeing her out there. And she hung in there for a very long time. Her and Naomi, they was in there for over an hour. They was in there for a very long time. Then after that, Asuka came out. And when Asuka came out, Bayley had this look on her face like, what are you doing here? Like, you and Kairi Sane won the tag team titles, which I told you was going to happen. I told you. Chance and Carter, they were basically mincemeat, placement holders. And the two of them, they was in the Royal Rumble. They came out the crickets too. I was like, man. I was like, man. And so as I'm watching this, I'm just like, man. I said, listen, was this the worst match on the whole show? It's a toss-up, man. It's genuinely a toss-up because you can pick which one you like better. Some people like the women, some people like the men's, some people like Logan Paul and KO, and some people thought the Fatal 4-Way was great. It's to each his own, man. I was watching this and I was like, man. I said, man, what's going on? And so then as I'm watching, I said, okay, we need somebody like AJ Lee to come out to give him that spark. And she didn't come. And then all the fools that kept telling me that Sasha Banks was returning back to the WWE, it's official, ladies and gentlemen. She is on her way to AEW. Now, the time is when she pulls up, I'm not sure. But she is on her way to AEW to quote-unquote help the women's division because from what I've been watching, Tony Khan is actually working overtime. He can do 100% better with the things that's being pushed in the women's division over the AEW land. I'm telling you, storylines are the number one goal. It ain't just the pro wrestling. How many times I tell y'all fools this every week? I tell everybody, storylines and larger than life characters is what carries pro wrestling. It is. It ain't just the 15 dives and flips and all of that. It's not. Kairi Sane pulled up. Tegan Knox came out there, and then unfortunately she got rid of her girl Natalya. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if they breaking them up or whatever. Yeah, like I said, it was just then when Bianca came out there, Bianca came out to somewhat decent pop, and I'm gonna be like, this kind of when things picked up just a tad bit, but then Bianca was out there for a little bit. Then Jordan Garrett got rid of Bianca, Then Xia Li, another one. We ain't seen Xia Li since she lost to Becky. I'm like, why? People tell me that the WWE Women's Division is hot. I'm like, no, it's not. When you got so many cricket women coming out there, where they start something and then they disappear, or they out there they jobbing out. I'm like, we ain't seen Xia Li in 15 million years, ever since the so-called feud she had with Becky, which did absolutely nothing. Then you have Zelina coming out there. I was like, man, I'm watching it. Then Maxine Decree came out, Piper Niven, Ivy Neal, Nia Jax. I'm watching this, man. I'm like, Chelsea Green came out there, Becky came out there, and the Alpha Fire Girls came out. Then out randomly, here come Mr. Buck Dancer himself, R-Truth. I'm like, this ain't funny, man. It's not funny. This is cooning left and right. You fools tell me daily. Y'all tell me all the time, H ain't like Vince. Stop it. This fool wore blackface twice. This fool actually condoned another man making a shirt about blackface. This fool has told Booker T to his face, even though Booker T be shucking the jive daily. Cats like you are supposed to make me laugh. What did you think R-Truth is doing? That's why I can't get behind this cat. I will never get behind him. I know y'all want me to. Y'all want me to be D-riding him all day. It don't work like that. This fool coming out here acting like he in the women's Battle Royal Rumble. I'm like, man, if you don't sit your little goofy behind. So Adam Pearce had to get him out of here. It was stupid. It was stupid. Shayna Baszler comes out. Mia Yim comes out. Shotzi comes out with the tank. And then here comes Jade. This is when the crowd popped. The crowd popped for Jade. She standing there. Storm is coming. She came out there. I said, all right. So you know what this told me? And then she got rid of Nia Jax. You know what this told me? This told me that Jade is officially Raw. Unless she go after Bianca. If she don't go after Bianca, she is officially Raw. But if she going after Bianca, she's on SmackDown. But as of right now, because she got rid of Nia Jax, I feel like as of right now, she is Raw. That's what it just feels like. Then Tiffany Stratton came out of nowhere. Zoe Starks, Roxanne Perez tried to get a little showing in there. And Liv came out. So then everybody is gone. We get down to Liv Morgan, Jade Cargill, and Bayley. So now, when it came down to these three, my main ace told me, he said Jade Cargill was going to win. I said, no, she not, man. I said, you don't know Triple H. I said, Jade Cargill ain't going to be main eventing no WrestleMania for no doggone championship. Just stop it. It's not happening. I switched up. I had Bayley winning, but then when Liv came, I said, okay, maybe they might go ahead and let Liv win. When Bayley got rid of both Jade and Liv, and she won, and the way how they did it, they had, if you notice the scene, they had Liv, Jade, Bianca, and Tiffany Stratton all chilling, looking as disgust. I said, you know what? That was a nice piece. That was nice. I like that. That's why I say the ending of the women's battle. I keep saying battle royal. The ending of the women's Royal Rumble match, I loved it because it showcased what the potential cats could have if they get the right booking. And then with Bayley winning, and then they showcased both Io. Io was basically tapping her face, and then Rhea was watching as well. Now, she claims she going after Rhea. She ain't going after Rhea, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all already know who she's going after. This is the beginning of the end of Bayley. Babyface Bayley is on her way back. She is on her way back. And like I said, for the women's side of things, I'm actually interested. H got me somewhat interested in Bayley's storyline. Listen, you see, he has the capability of doing it. The problem is, he don't want to do it when it's concerning us. I don't care what you fools say. You fools can hop in my comment section and tell me I'm tripping and saying all this stuff. If he wants to get behind you, he'll get behind you. If this fool don't want to get behind you, you just out. You just there to be there. You just on the show to just be on the show. But like I said, I love the ending to the women's battle royal. I'm giving them props on that. I'm giving them 100% props on that. Great job. Then we get to this matchup. Now, I thought this would probably be towards the end of the show. Probably be like the third match. No, they said, let's get this fatal four-way out the way. I would have been fine with everything that transpired in this matchup, but as always, Roman can't win by himself. Roman, they had this. Look, LA Knight had this match won. AJ Styles had this match won. Orton had this match won a couple of times. Solo Sikoa came out of nowhere, beating the snot out because referee. Listen. It seemed like every Roman Reigns match, the referee's getting laid out. You know the script. Ref got laid out. Solo started thumbing everybody. So he said on Twitter, he said, I'm about to stack bodies. He said, we stacking bodies tonight. Sure enough, he tried to stack bodies and cats kicked out. But the usual. Roman retains. He's going to WrestleMania. And he's going against the man who won the Royal Rumble. When I get there, I'll talk about it. But was this the best match on the show? It may have possibly been, but again, I was dozing off. I literally had to, I'm telling you, I had to wake back up, rewatch it and everything, because I'm like, if the show is not keeping my interest, what's the point of me even watching? This is why I said, man, people be acting like I be hating. I'm not hating. I'm telling you, stuff, if it's boring, I'm gonna say it's boring. I was literally, genuinely looking forward to seeing how Roman was going to retain, because they played it off as if he wasn't going to retain. But when they constantly do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over, it's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. So, we get to this matchup. Kevin Owens and Logan Paul. What do I think about this? Another snooze fest. Now, the way how Kevin Owens lost, he pretty much used that same brass knuckle that Logan Paul been using to win. However, the referee caught Kevin Owens using it. Therefore, Kevin Owens got quote-unquote disqualified. So, Logan Paul is moving on, and Kevin Owens is sitting here looking like a straight clown. That's that. What did I think of the matchup? If you've seen Logan Paul, if you've seen Kevin Owens, then you know what you're going to get. Was the match decent? Yes. I'm not finna hate you. It was a decent match, but again, it put me to sleep. I'm being 100% with y'all, man. I'm not hating. I'm just telling you what I'm watching. If the stuff is putting me to bed, it ain't even worth it. It's genuinely not. And then this, the men's battle royal, the Royal Rumble. They've been touting. There has not been a man to win back-to-back Royal Rumbles since Stone Cold, 1997, 1998. When they kept saying that, my mind went, Cody's going to mess around and win this. I said, as much as I want to see CM Punk to win, Cody got the job done. Now, the beginning, I told y'all, for me, the women's was the ending. The beginning. When main event Jay came out, the crowd went berserk. The crowd went crazy. He had his, what do you call those things? Necklace. What is the Hawaiian necklace? What do y'all call the Samoan necklace? What they call them? It's got a name. He had his on, and then right after he came out, No Ye Jimmy came out. He had his on too. And when they got in the ring, Jay looked distraught. Jimmy was laughing. He laughing at him, and they stared each other down. Now, I told you, I'm looking forward to this matchup. The problem is, how the heck is H going to get us to WrestleMania? This is what I'm going to be paying close attention to concerning these two going into WrestleMania, because as of late, both of them feel mid as heck. Jay doesn't feel like a main event, and neither does Jimmy. Both of them just run around saying, yeet, no yeet, yeet, no yeet, no yeet, yeet. That ain't nothing. And then guess what? You break them up just to put them in separate tag teams. I mean, what was the point? I told you, I think for me, what they should have done, Jimmy should have been built up while Jay is out. Remember when Jay left, he said, I quit WWE. He should have had the opportunity to go chill, get some time to himself, recuperate his body, and then be number one. Nobody know about him. The dirt sheets don't pick it up. Nobody say nothing. He pull up that crowd. Listen, they went nuts for him to be the number one pick, the number one draftee in the Royal Rumble. He had number one ticket. I would have liked it if we ain't seen Jay, if we have not seen Jay at all, and he makes his epic return at the then that moment would have felt a little bit more special, because now we know it's going down. We know it's going down regardless, but I really would have liked that better. No Jay. Jay is chilling. Meanwhile, you can mainly focus on getting Jimmy to this serious role, but both of them are circus clowns. Unfortunately, both of them. Jay is a circus clown. Jimmy is a circus clown. You can't take neither one of these fools serious. But that segment with them standing there staring each other down, and then they started to get it on. You had everybody on commentary. Oh, and Pat McAfee made his return too. I knew he was going to be out there on commentary. But unfortunately, he had a spot that was a complete waste of time. And I'm going to get to him when I get there. But like I said, I liked the beginning. I genuinely liked the beginning of the Royal Rumble. And after that, everything just fell down. Everything from that point fell flat. The entire men's Royal Rumble from that point on just fell flat. Grayson Waller popped out on the mic talking some bull jive. Carmelo Hayes tried to come out there do a little something. I'm like, then Andre made his return. Great. Santos came out there, so I said, okay, maybe they trying to get something going with them because Ray still ain't back. I don't know when Ray's going to be back, but he ain't back. Nakamura came out, and ladies and gentlemen, let me show you how well Triple H is at the booker. Nakamura came out, and guess who he got eliminated by? That's right, Cody Rhodes. Nakamura has not looked good at all. You made Cody do this while Nakamura has looked like a complete joke. The whole feud went directly to Cody. Nakamura didn't have anything. And then he gets eliminated by Cody too. That would have been a better story by having Nakamura eliminate Cody. Because now, like I said, the whole time you've built up Nakamura as this devious comic book evil guy, right? And he's looked like a joke. He's failed. And he's failed to the cat he was talking about he was going to ruin and not allow him to finish his story. Well, guess what? That dude knocked him out real quick. He got rid of him. I was like, wow. I say Nakamura has looked like a joke. And fools are telling me they want Okada to come to WWE to look like an even bigger joke. You want Okada to come to the E to look like a sad joke like Nakamura. And I feel bad for Io. As much as Bayley's going to get her moment, once again, ladies and gentlemen, Japanese folk is about to look like a joke at WrestleMania. I talk about us looking like a joke. Japanese folk get screwed every year. They get screwed bad too. They get screwed too. And Nakamura going to look like a joke again. He ain't going to do nothing. Because even if he is a part of something in WrestleMania, he ain't going to do nothing. The Kabuki Warriors are probably going to lose to somebody. I'm like, Damaged Goods is basically about to get slaughtered by Bayley and whoever she get to roll with her. Because you know it's coming. You know it's coming. Carry on Cross. I'm sorry, man. I've given it an opportunity. I'm not feeling nothing. I'm not feeling this connection with AOP, and I'm not. Bobby Lashley, and then you had Street Prop. I'm not feeling none of it, y'all. I'm not. Then Dom came out there. They booed like crazy. I hate Carlito's new music. I hate it. Why can't we go back to I spit in the pace of people who don't want to be cool? Why did they change it to this whatever it is? Man, I'm telling you. So Bobby and Karrion Kross was literally beating the snot out of each other after they both got eliminated, and Ludwig comes out and he looks at them like, I don't know what that riff-raff is all about, but I got to get my behind to the doggone Royal Rumble matchup. I'm like, and they basically trying to have, so I'm assuming it's gonna be them. It's gonna be Bobby and the Street Profits versus Karrion Kross and AOP at WrestleMania. I'm not gonna care because it ain't gonna mean nothing. And you know who's gonna win. Karrion Kross and them is winning. I'm not gonna care. It's a waste of time. This is a matchup that's happening in WrestleMania. I'm not gonna give a rat's behind about it. I'm not. Bobby gonna get his match, but it's him and the Street Profits. Why? So we can make Karrion Kross and AOP look great? No. It's all a waste of time, man. It's all a waste of time. Then Finn Balor came out. Austin Theory came out. Bronson Reed. Man, look, Like I said, man, every person that's in these matches have the opportunity to be somebody. The problem is, it's the clown that's calling the shots. And the clown that's calling the shots don't know what the clown he's doing. He genuinely don't. He sometimes does, but a lot of times this fool don't know what he's doing, man. He just booking stuff and throwing it out there, and cats is eating it up, acting like he's the best booker in the no. Y'all can miss me with that foolishness, man. Y'all can miss me. So here's the other matchup. We got Ludwig eliminating Kofi, so you know that's nowhere near done. Then Gunther comes out. He comes out right immediately after. Cause now Kofi eliminates Ludwig, then Gunther eliminates Kofi. So that lets you know they probably gonna have some type of matchup or something. And guess who going over? That's right, Gunther now. I'm like, you want me to get behind them, but I can't, because this is how H Booker's like a joke. We are a complete joke. We always gonna be a joke in this company. It's a joke. That's it. A straight joke. And even if Big E does come back, he probably gonna look like a joke too. Because how many times the New Day go to WrestleMania and lose? Y'all go look at the record book. Go look at the record book. Every time New Day go to WrestleMania, they always just come to the coon and lose. That's it. That's why I said I can't give it. And it's unfortunate because Brock Lesnar was supposed to be in this, but he got himself caught up in these allegations. It's over. His head is probably going to roll too. So I'm like, it is what it is, man, on that. Bronson Reed was out there. Braun Breaker was out there. R.R. Omos was out there. So Pat McAfee hopped in the ring, and it was basically a waste of time. He got in there, then he eliminated himself. I'm like, what type of idiotic booking is this, Triple H? You got my man Pat McAfee back. Great to have him on commentary. But then you have him come out there, and he got scared of both Braun Breaker and Omos, and it was terrible. Terrible booking. Absolutely terrible. Then, like I say, R-Truth is in there, Damian Priest got rid of R-Truth because he's been screwing him over. And then CM Punk is out there. Mysterio gets eliminated by Punk. The Miz gets eliminated by Gunther. Jey Uso, quote unquote, eliminates Gunther. That's on purpose because a lot of people are saying Jey Uso may possibly be the one. I don't know, but it is what it is. Then Sami Zayn makes his epic return. Damian Priest gets eliminated by Sami Zayn. Drew McIntyre gets rid of Sami Zayn. So then we get down to the final four. Drew, CM Punk, Gunther, Cody Rhodes. So then Drew and Gunther are gone. Now we get down to the final two. Cut the promo. Dusty's Kid versus the Cat, who keeps getting himself fired by every wrestling promotion he goes to because he can't keep his ego together. Now, when these two got in and they was going at it, ladies and gentlemen, I watched this thoroughly and I said to myself, okay, here we go. And as I watched it, I felt bad because I said, my guy, CM Punk looked like an old man. He looked like a genuine old man. When him and Cody was just the two of them, I said, oh, no. Now, people going to say, well, they just got through from... No, I've seen better. I've seen better from CM Punk. When you are getting carried by the clown like this, you get carried by this fool, man, look. I'm like... I'm sitting up here watching this stuff. I'm saying, man, sure enough, Cody gets rid of him. Cody's going to WrestleMania for the second time, ladies and gentlemen. We getting Roman Reigns and Cody, and it's a foregone conclusion. I ain't gonna like it, but it's going down. Cody Rhodes is winning the championship of WrestleMania 40. Ah, man, WrestleMania 40 look like it's gonna be a joke. I stand to be like I said, if it turns out to be a great show, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to tell you it's a great show. 39 turned out to be a fantastic show. 40 is soon to be determined. It is soon to be determined. I walked away, man. I said, man, I'm watching this stuff and I said, man, I genuinely don't see what people be seeing. I just don't get it. People be telling me that I'm tripping. No, This show was a snooze fest. Royal Rumble gets a sad 2 out of 10 for me. 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10, ladies and gentlemen. 2 out of 10. WrestleMania is around the corner. We got the Elimination Chamber coming up. Triple H, you got your work to do. And first of all, I don't even know if Triple H even going to be there with all these allegations he got. So, like I said, at the press conference, him and Cody, quote-unquote, dodged all the questions that was asked about the allegations. And both of them sat up there and said they didn't read nothing. And I'm like, man, stop. I'm tired of these fools. You know Cody just be sitting up lying all day. You remember Bryan Danielson told you, he said he learned how to lie from Cody Rhodes. And that fool sat up there and said that he didn't read nothing. And I'm like, stop it. Stop it. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you, babyface Cody Rhodes don't do it for me. He don't. We are going to have babyface Cody Rhodes carry us after WrestleMania. And it depends on how Triple H book him. It depends. Because I genuinely would like a heel Cody Rhodes. I really do. Dashing Cody Rhodes is my favorite version of him. I don't care how cats look at him. This babyface bull jive, it's just there, ladies and gentlemen. He beat Roman. Yeah, it's a foregone conclusion. I'm telling you right now. WrestleMania is what does Paul Heyman say? It's a spoiler. Yeah, it's a spoiler. All right. Roman ain't beating Hulk Hogan's reign. It's coming to a close. WrestleMania 40, book it. Cody Rhodes is winning, and that's that. Let me go ahead and scroll down over on AEW right quick. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to get my couple of thoughts on some of the things I like. This promo was terrible. It was terrible. It genuinely was terrible. Where's Collision? Let me go to it. So we had multiple matches. I didn't care nothing about this. You know I don't care nothing about that. Didn't care nothing about this because I just can't wait to OC lose this thing. I cannot wait. I can't wait until Roderick Strong destroys him, annihilates him, and send him packing. Because these open challenges with clowns who don't deserve championship shots, just randomly get shots, that ain't storytelling, Tony Khan. It's not. It ain't storytelling. That's just you just booking matches just because. Commander had a good showing, but still, I'm like, I don't give a rat's behind, man. I don't. OC1, Roger Strong was out there basically saying, you on the clock, young man, because you're going to lose this championship when I get done. And I can't wait. I want Roger Strong to win that IC thing, this international champ. I want him to win it so bad because OC ain't doing nothing with this thing. His run is dead. So backstage, DG got busted open so bad. Obviously, that was by the hands of the House of Black. They beat him down so bad where FTR wasn't going to basically have a third partner. And they would say they were going to check on him, medical facility, all this stuff. Mariah May was talking with Tony, and she asked her if she would be ringside. She told her, I can't make it. I got to do this. I got to do that. But Deanna Probosa, she's woken the sleeping lion, and she's going to have to deal with me. So you going to do. So more and more, you constantly keep showing that Tony is rejecting Mariah. The storyline is Mariah wants to please Tony so bad. She wants to please her so bad, and she keeps denying him. That's going to come back to bite her in the butt. I don't know when Tony Khan going to pull the plug, but that's going to come back to bite Tony Storm in the butt. It genuinely is. This is a match. I've seen Lady Frost before. Mariah May, I'm gonna be 100% with you. I know a lot of people was on fire about her coming in. They said, "Oh, she was good and stardom and all this stuff." Mariah still got, for me, she still got to work. Now, her working side by side with Tony Storm, I ain't got a problem with it because that's the storyline right there. The storyline is she wants to please Tony so bad, but Tony keeps rejecting her. That's great. I'm cool with that. It's the in-ring ability when it concerns to Mariah May for me. I'm not really on board yet. She's got some things that she does well. I got to watch more. Listen, this ain't a knock against her. I think Mariah May is a somewhat decent pro wrestler. I just need to see more of her because, like I said, I'm not really on board. This is genuine to say, and it's good that the women are getting more chances to showcase who they are. Great. I just need to see a little bit more because from what I be seeing, I feel like it's the same thing with all the other women. Same exact thing. Swerve Strickland cut a promo about this dealer choice and say, hey man, obviously you got some circus clients you want me to face, by all means, whatever. But I'm going to tell you who you can really go against. You're going against my main man, Toy Leone. And the way how he cut the promo and everything, I thought it was a solid promo. I thought it was great. Then Heyman, quote unquote, tried to bounce back and do the same. He said, I ain't telling you nothing. You're just going to have to wait and see, but you're going to get the whole effing show. You basically told the man who he's wrestling. He's going against RVD. Swerve versus RVD is happening, ladies and gentlemen. You might as well. He said it. The whole effing show. Whose slogan is that? It's RVD. RVD's slogan. This matchup right here. Actually, this was a very good wrestling match. The problem is, Willie Mack is always on the show to lose. Can you bring Willie Mack on to win some couple of matches a couple of times before he gets in a match with the champion? That's what I don't be liking about TK's booking. You got Willie Mack on here who showcased that he's great in the ring. Him and Eddie Kingston had a good match. The problem is Willie Mack be losing all the freaking time. How the heck do I get behind Willie Mack if he lose all day? Bring him on, let him get a couple of victories, and then put him in the ring with Eddie Kingston. Good match. Very good match. But I already knew Willie Mack just there to do the job. So right afterwards, Bryan comes out, looks that man in the face, so you know what match is coming. You know Eddie Kingston and Bryan is coming. You know it's coming because they followed each other for a reason. Bryan and Eddie Kingston for the championship is happening at Revolution. He went against Yugi Nada. You know, it is what it is on that. We got FTR checking in, making sure DG good. Mark Briscoe come out of nowhere and say, fellas, if y'all need somebody, y'all know we fought each other. We beat the snot out of each other. We went to war. We blood brothers, man. But y'all know if you need me, I got you. Dax said, hey, man, look, bro, let me tell you something. Y'all know, y'all brothers for real. We got you. If DG can still go, it's his call. If he not, you the first cat we call. Man, they hugged. Listen, man, I love this genuine relationship they got because they will forever be linked. That dog collar match we got between them boys and FTR at Final Battle 2022, that was one of the craziest matches I've ever seen. They are forever linked, man. And I love that genuine relationship they got. I love it. It was great. But it didn't happen because Mr. DG was ready to go. DG was ready to go. So then we got Brian Cage cutting the promo, talking about he won't hook. Fine. He want to win that championship because he was the first holder of it. True. That's very true. Serena D beat the snot out of Miss Thunder Rosa's lackey. One of the twins, the Renegade twin. She beat the snot out of her. Then she cut a promo, said, I'm back. I'm putting the whole locker room on notice. I said, ladies and gentlemen, you might be looking at your next TBS champion if Tony Khan can book the storyline right. It all comes back to storytelling. So we got this video package. Tony Khan is desperately trying to get the luchadors from CML in and board and all this stuff. I'm like, things if Tony Khan can make things make sense, bring them on, whatever. DG was good to go. So they had a steel cage elimination match. This was, listen, the type of matches that Tony Khan and them be producing sometime, I just be like, I don't know where they be getting this stuff from, but when the cats go out there and they want to deliver something, they can deliver. I thought this was a great match. It was a great hard-hitting feud. I'm assuming the feud is over. They won. They got the victory. Talk about FTR and DG. And now you have to ask yourself, what is next? That's everything comes back to great match, but what's next? That is my biggest gripe concerning Tony Khan's booking. What is next? Both Triple H and Tony Khan is on the hot seat, ladies and gentlemen. We got some decent wrestling on both promotions, but the storytelling is what's going to be the driving force for everything moving forward. Revolution is coming up. Revolution is in 5 weeks. Elimination Chamber is in. Actually, Elimination Chamber is coming up quick. Elimination Chamber is in 4 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a look at this. Hold up, where are we at? So this is the 28th. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Elimination Chamber is in 4 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. We got 4 weeks to build up. Cats are on the hot seat. Cats are on the freaking hot seat. I hold everybody accountable. I'm not like you shields out there that shield for one company and shield over other. I don't move like that. I hold promoters to their feet. I hold them all accountable. Every single one of them, because I want them to produce and give us the best that they could possibly give us. Not just in ring wise, but storytelling wise. I ain't got nothing else to say, man. Y'all already know what to do. Hit the comment section up. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. And I'll talk to y'all cats later. It's your main man, KCPL King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. I'll let you boy.